You ever found yourself thinking, I could never do that? Well, you're in luck, because today we're going to talk about mindset. I feel like it's a word that we throw around a lot now, but do we actually know what it means and how it impacts our lives? Well, let's talk about it. So I'm going to do my makeup as we talk about mindset. And if you need any specific products, if you're looking for a link, it's going to be down below. All right, now I'm no scientist, but do you know that your mindset can actually determine whether you succeed or fail at something? According to psychologists at Stanford, your mindset plays a huge role in determining what you want and if you're going to achieve it. So basically, your beliefs are pivotal in whether you win or you achieve something that you set your mind to. So then that poses the question, what exactly is a mindset? So a mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how we make sense of the world around us and how we see ourselves. It influences how you think, how you feel, how you behave in any given situation, really. There are two basic mindsets actually, and it is a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. So if you have a fixed mindset, then you believe that your abilities are fixed. So whatever you were born with, you have, and nothing can be changed. So now if you have a growth mindset, on the other hand, then you believe that your talents and your abilities have the potential to grow over time, and that through effort and persistence, that's how you're going to succeed. So now people with this mindset doesn't necessarily believe that everyone's going to be the next Bill Gates or Beyonce or whatever, but they do believe that through effort and over time, you are going to become more talented and smarter if you work at it. So let's go through some common examples of what people typically say when they have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, just so we really understand, okay? So someone with a fixed mindset will say something like, it's either you're good at it or you're bad at it. Or they can just say, that's just who I am. That's a good one. I can't change who I am. Or they can try to deter you from doing something by saying, if you have to work this hard at it, then maybe you just don't have it. You're not talented for it. You can't do it. Why you gotta work so hard, girl? They can also limit themselves by saying, if I don't try, then I won't fail. So they stay in their comfort zone. Or when applying to a job posting or a position, for example, they can say, that job is way out of my league. I'm not even gonna try. Let me tell you something. This concealer brush from Crave Beauty. Okay, first of all, I know I look a little crazy right now. Trust the process, okay? But this concealer brush, it's everything. It's the perfect size to get right under your eyes and blend your concealer. If you don't have this brush, I don't know what you're doing. Now, on the other hand, people with a growth mindset, they think differently. Those are the people that would say that I can learn to do anything. I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. They understand that they're constantly evolving and they are a work in progress. They also understand that the more they challenge themselves, the smarter they become, the more they'll be able to learn. They also understand that they only fail when they stop trying. And that's the big one. That was a big one for me to learn and really understand, because as much as we can be very careful and stay in our comfort zone, the only failure is when you stop trying, because then otherwise you can just learn from your mistakes and move on and pivot. Once you give up though, once you stop, it's over. There are the people that will also get you to apply to a job that you basically have no qualification for. They'll be like, it's a challenge, I can do it. I look like I'm in a dramatic movie, and there's like light shining on my face. Okay, better. So how are our mindset created in the first place? Like, where does it come from, Basically, there are two primary sources. Let me put on my contour as we talk about them. And they both occur in our early childhood. Honestly, everything happens in our childhood. We become who we are from our childhood. All right, so there's a study that was done on this, okay? So I'm not just coming up with this out of my butt. I read a whole paper on it. And turns out that kids that were praised when they were kids, they behave differently depending on the type of praise that they received. For example, there is something called a personal praise. A personal praise is basically praising a child's talent, such as saying, oh, you're very smart, you're so talented, good job because you're smart. Okay, so I had to change cameras because the other one died, and then this one's actually so much better, but I feel like you're so close. You all up in my personal space, girl. But it's okay. We can keep talking. I just feel like this is such a nice topic. Even the devil's not going to stop me today. I don't care how many cameras I have to use. We're getting this video out. Oh yeah, so the study found that kids that had personal praises behaved differently. That promoted a fixed mindset. It basically sends a message to the child that they just have the ability to do something and that they don't have to try to get it done. And also there's nothing they can change about that because they're just naturally smart. Process praise, on the other hand, it implies that their success is based on the effort that they put in, the strategy that they thought about. Both of these things they can actually control and improve over time. I'll give you an example. If you get something done and you succeed at it and your parent or your mom is like, good job, I knew you were gonna do it because you're so smart. That's a personal praise. If you accomplish something good and your parents say, thank God your efforts paid off, I knew you were going to succeed because I saw how much work you put into it, then that's a process praise. It's even better if they go into detail as to what you did, such as, I know you stayed up all night and studied, blah, blah, blah. Then it's acknowledging the effort that you put into accomplishing what you did. That's one of the ways you can get a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. And ultimately, all of this is going to affect how you see life as an adult. So when a child has a growth mindset, they have a hunger for learning, they're always absorbing the information around them, and they know if they put in work, then they are eventually going to succeed. They are going to at least improve. That makes them more resilient in the face of challenges as well. They're not going to give up easily because they know their success is more dependent on their strategy, their effort, how they go about it versus I'm just not good at it. And if they don't know something, it also opens up the door. It's an opportunity for you to learn and grow versus it's too hard, I can't do it. Basically stopping yourself before you even try. And those are the biggest impact of having a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, because it's ultimately going to determine what you accomplish and how you move through life. Speaking of a growth mindset, I am actually going to step out of my comfort zone and use colors on my eyes. What? Who? Jennifer, is that you? Woo! I think I'm gonna go with red. Why don't we do that? What's the worst that can happen? Now, do you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? Based on what we talked about already, leave a comment down below, let me know. But I'll ask you a few questions and we can determine that together. I don't think it's a good or bad thing to have either or, because at the end of the day, we can't really control what happened in our childhood, but we can control what we do now. The sooner you learn about this, the sooner you can do something about it. Questions. If you believe that you were born with a certain number of intelligence or certain level of intelligence and there's nothing you can do about it, oh my God, that's so crazy what I'm doing to my eyes. Do you also believe that no matter who you are, there's nothing you can do to improve your ability to learn or do something? Especially when it comes to personality. Do you say, it's just who I am, I can't change, take me as I am, or have nothing at all? Do you say these things? Do you believe that people are capable of changing who they are? Do you believe that you can learn new things and improve your intelligence? Do you believe that studying, learning, applying new skills are all different ways that we can improve ourselves? So I kind of just threw these questions out there just to get you thinking about your mindset, what you believe in, and also think about how that may be affecting your life. Look at my eyes. What am I doing? Okay, let me focus, and I need to focus. Clearly, I need to fix this. I believe I can fix this. All right, so now let's talk about some of the ways that you can improve a fixed mindset. First thing first, just try to focus on the journey versus what's happening right now, or just focusing on just the end results. One of the major things when trying to shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset is seeing everything as a whole versus really being wrapped in the present or seeing what's not happening in your life right now. Think about what are the things that you could be learning along the way, or what is your current situation teaching you. Honestly, I've been seeing the girls on TikTok do the most with their makeup, so I feel like this is gonna be a vibe. The second thing that you can do, and I think this one is something that you can implement now, is to start saying yet, or incorporating yet in your sentences. So I can't do it now can be I can't do it yet. Or I could never do this could be I don't have the resources to do this now. The third thing is to pay attention to your words, pay attention to your thoughts. A lot of us have very negative thoughts towards a lot of things, okay? Our past is holding us back. We are bitter about something and we carry that with us to all the other aspects of our life. So let's start paying attention to the thoughts that are coming in and how we're processing that. I'm not saying you don't have reasons to feel the way that you do. I'm saying that there are ways that we can process what happened to us so that it doesn't continue to affect the rest of our lives. The last thing that you can do is to take on mini challenges so that you can start practicing the skill. Because I feel like some of the things that we did not learn, let's say as a kid, and we're learning now as adults, it takes practice. It takes time. Maybe you don't want to jump in the deep end, but baby steps, mini steps. For me, it started happening indirectly, actually. It was me being at the gym. And I would always say, oh, I can't do this. I can't lift this heavy. I could never change my body. And then I started doing it. So then I'm like, oh, I can't lift this heavy yet. Or I can't do this yet. Because clearly I can do it, but the negative thoughts that I would implant in my brain would affect how I went about, my fitness journey. And also just how I went about a lot of things. Because I'm realizing if it's that way with my fitness journey, then it's probably that way with a lot of other areas of my life. I don't know. I feel like I'm messing it up. I typically don't do this, so I'm just gonna do my lips, okay? And eyeliner. All right, let me just wrap up my makeup because I just feel like I don't know if it's turning out okay. I typically don't do this. Alright, so this is the final look. I don't know, the eyes are giving me a lot. It's probably because I'm not used to doing doing colors on my eyes like this. So I don't know how I feel about it, but I think it's cute. I think it goes with the whole look because the eyes are like pow and then everything else is muted. Hair tutorial is somewhere on my channel. I will link it over here. But I really hope that this video sparked a little something inside of you to think a little bit about how you think about life and how you go through life and some of the behaviors that may be affecting you. I know for me, I struggled really hard with influencing and seeing it as a business and all of that, but it really all came down to my mindset. I didn't believe I could be successful in this field, and you know what, I wasn't for a really long time. So I just want to say be careful about what you speak into existence or what you believe and how that impacts your life. Hopefully this video started a little something inside of you so that you can think about these things, and I will see you in my next one. Let me know down below if you're comfortable sharing which mindset you feel like you do have, because acknowledging that it's literally the first step into changing it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.